Welcome to Micro Revolutions, where we reclaim our feminine power by reconnecting to our bodies. Let's dive into today's practice and embrace the wisdom of our womb together. This session is all about nourishing the kidney energy, a source of vitality and resilience in Chinese medicine. The kidneys represent courage and flow, and will gently explore movements that can support these qualities. And please know that this is your practice, and everything is optional. Move at your own pace, honor where you are today, and remember to listen to your body. So for our grounding pose, it can be done either seated or standing. So either sitting cross-legged or stand with your feet hip-width apart, and choose any position that makes you feel safe and comfortable. And I invite you to rest your hands on your lower belly, just below your navel or by your sides. Closing your eyes or soften your gaze, taking a deep breath, inhaling through your nose, feeling your belly expand, and exhaling slowly through your mouth, releasing tension. And let's do this a couple more times, and no worries if you don't feel it in your belly. Just know that with every breath, you're nurturing yourself. And maybe you can imagine a calm lake in your lower belly, still and serene. And this is your kidney energy, quietly recharging. Take a few more deep breaths at your own pace, letting your shoulders soften with each exhale. And then I invite you to make your way into a all fours with your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And you can even use blankets or cushions for extra support under your knees. And on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze and broaden your collarbones for cow. And then on your exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, pressing the mat away for cat. And continue in your own time and pace and breath, where in your inhale you drop your belly, and on your exhale you round your spine. And you can even add gentle wrist rolls by circling your weight around your hands in one direction. And switch. Or of course, there's always the option to keep still if that feels better. And move as slow or as quickly as feels good. And it's okay to pause at any time, in any pose, in any practice. And imagine or feel a stream flowing freely along your spine, clearing away any tension. And finish up your last round. Our next pose will be Tai Chi kidney circles. And you can do this either seated or standing. So make your way into a posture that feels right for you today, either sitting on your sit bones or on your knees, or standing with your feet grounded firmly. And then placing your hands at your lower back, if possible with your fingers pointing downward. And then begin slow circular movements of your hips, like stirring energy in your lower body. And take deep breaths. You can either keep your eyes open in a soft gaze or having them closed. And let the circles be as big or as small as feels right for you today. And imagine drawing energy up from the earth with each movement. And let's switch to the other side. Again, let the circles be as big or as small. And imagine rooting down to the core of the earth and bringing that energy up into your body and into your kidneys. And come to stillness with your hands by your side or on your heart, and reconnect with your breath, with how your body feels today. In our next pose, Tai Chi flow with the arms can also be done standing or seated. So either sit or stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And on your inhale, sweep your arms up and slightly back with your palms are facing upward. And as you exhale, let your arms float down as if you pressed through water. And let's repeat this slowly and fluidly. Inhale, sweeping your arms up and slightly back. And exhale, let your arms float down with your palms facing down as pressing through water. And you can visualize gathering fresh energy with your inhale and grounding it into your body with your exhale. And see if you can feel the air against your skin as you move, as if you're moving through water, becoming very present with what is happening outside and inside. And kidney Tai Chi is excellent for nurturing your vital energy, also known as Jing in traditional Chinese medicine. It supports your kidney health, which governs energy reserves, hormonal balance, and stress resilience. And gentle flowing movements can help restore vitality, calming the mind, and improve overall balance and grounding. And for our next pose, I invite you to come standing if you weren't already, for standing forward fold with arm swings. So from standing, I invite you to hinge at your hips and folding forward, letting your arms dangle by your side. and bend your knees as much as needed. And on your inhale, slowly rise halfway up, bringing your arms into a gentle swing backward and then forward. And on your exhale, we fold again. And let's repeat this motion rhythmically, allowing to keep your knees softly bent. Inhale, rise halfway up, bringing your arms in a gentle swing backward and forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms behind, swinging forward and folding again. And repeat in your own breath. And if folding feels too intense, you can also stay upright and simply swing your arms gently back and forth, letting this movement feel natural and easy. Imagine you're releasing anything you don't need. And finish up your last round, holding opposite elbows, and maybe sway a little from side to side. And our next pose will be a kidney dragon stretch. So I invite you to step your right foot back into a lunge, or place it slightly behind if a deep lunge feels too much. And inhale, lift your arms overhead. Your palms are facing each other. And as you exhale, soften into the stretch, feeling the length in your front thigh and hip flexor, or wherever you feel the stretch in your body, since every body is different. And on your next inhale, rise slightly, your arms float outward, and exhale, soften back in. Inhale, rise your legs and your arms outward. And exhale, arms overhead, and bend your legs. Inhale, chest towards the sky, arms float outward. And exhale, bend your knees, sway your arms overhead. Let's repeat this one more time. Inhale, lift your heart, open your heart towards the sky like a peaceful warrior. And exhale, bend your knees and reach your arms up. And let's repeat this on the other side. So step your right leg forward and then step your left foot back into a low lunge, or just place it slightly behind, also on this side if a lunge feels as too much. And inhale, lift your arms overhead, palms face each other. And see if you can bring your awareness in your feet, rooting down, and in your hands, reaching up. And inhale on this side, rise slightly. Let your arms flow outwards and your chest open. And exhale to soften back in. Inhale, stretch your legs, open your chest and your heart. And exhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up towards the sky. Inhale as gracefully as feels right for you, open. And exhale, bring it all back to center. Let's do one more time. Feel the air around your hands, opening your chest, opening your heart. And exhale, bring it all back into center. And then step your feet forward for a seated forward fold with support. I invite you to come and sit on your sit bones. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can sit on a folded blanket or a cushion. Sit with your legs extended forward, either together or wider apart. And you can place a pillow under your knees for support. Inhale, sitting up tall, reaching your arms up. And exhale, gently fold forward, resting your hands on your legs or on blocks. And relax your head down. But you can also stay upright if folding doesn't feel good. Imagine your breath flowing freely through your body. See if you can let go of any effort and simply be here in this moment with yourself. And slowly make your way to an upward position, and then on your back. And let's finish with a bridge pose. So bend your knees a little wider than hip width apart, but your toes are pointing outward. You don't necessarily have to reach for your heels. Just place them wherever feels comfortable. Then bring your awareness into your heels and lift your hips up towards the sky. You can clasp your hands underneath or keep them by your side. Keep pressing into your feet and keep lifting your sit bones and your hip bones diagonally up. And breathe into stillness, into the here and now. And take your last breath, pressing into the earth, lifting your hips up towards the sky. And on your exhale, see how slow you can roll vertebra by vertebra down on your mat. And how aware can you be of every vertebra touching your mat, feeling the change in support from just lightly hovering until being fully supported. And our last pose will be a reclined butterfly, which is a great pose for women to open the hips and calm the nervous system and help with menstrual difficulties. So laying back or sit upright with your soles of your feet together, your knees are falling open, and you can place props under your knees as needed, resting with your hands on your belly or by your sides. And if lying down doesn't feel safe, I invite you to stay seated with your feet together, closing your eyes or keeping them open, imagining warmth spreading through your body with each breath. And stillness is in you, and it's the source of your strength. And there's always the option to stay as long as needed in this final resting pose. But if not, I invite you with your eyes closed and gently and slowly come to a comfortable seated position, bringing your hands to your heart or place them on your belly, taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up for yourself today. May this practice nourish you, your body, and your soul, and as always flow with love and peace. And I want to thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. And if you found this session helpful, please leave me a like, connect with me in the comments, and subscribe for more relaxing and empowering content. Let's continue to reconnect with ourselves, each other, and the earth, one breath at a time.